Hey, welcome back to another video, guys. I have finished the second Berserk book. Now, yes, I haven't read the first one just yet, but I have my reasons. It's because, well, my first one I was still waiting for in the mail. And, well, I was waiting for the third one too. The second one just got here first. So I decided to look at it, and it's right about where the show, the Golden Dark Age, starts to pick up. So I just read through it. I already know what mostly happened. Now, the difference between the show and the book is that the book has a character featuring a character, a guy named Donovan, which universally hated by everybody. I don't think even a single person likes the guy. He sexually assaulted Guts, and Gambino paid him, which I didn't. I was so surprised about that. I'm like, whoa, that never happened in the show, but you gotta expect that with the book. Anybody. Yeah, and then we got a kitty in today's video. We got a kitty. Hold on, let me. I got a puppy here too. Hold on. Alright, calm down. Get the kitty. And then we got the puppy. And then put the kitty down. So we gotta do whatever he wants. Yeah. We got the puppy. We got the pit bull. Wow. We got the doggy. Hi, Pupper. She's been sitting here reading the books with me. She doesn't really like being picked up on the chair that little much. She's just a little too small for her nowadays. Look at me. Look at her. How you doing, doll? Alright. Yep. She likes. I'd be reading the book before while I'm laying in bed, and she's there with me, reading the book with me. But and the other difference between the book is during the assassination of that one nobleman that no one likes, there was just okay. Yeah. Hop down. Okay. There was the more detail and the fear and the gore, and then when the child dies, oh my god, that almost made me tear up because the way he started crying and stuff. I don't think that was really depicted in the show that all that well. I'll fix this. And it was just crazy, lots of crazy stuff. And then whenever the guy from the castle was there facing Zod, like I said in the last video, in the show he didn't come out missing half of his torso. Like this whole half was just gone. Like I could see his ribs just like sticking out. I'm like, oh, freaking. But it's just crazy to me that the amount of more detail the book has, and it's so amazing. And me being a Berserk fan, I'm a newer Berserk fan. Let me correct myself. A newer Berserk fan. It was just great. It's been an experience reading the books. I have started on the first one here. And it's just Guts being an asshole, really, from like the first episode. But I've seen some videos where people are like, at first I did not like Guts because of this and this and that. And I'm sitting there like, oh, you're stupid for that. But now I'm sitting there reading, I'm like, okay, I can see why they didn't like Guts. Is because he started off as an asshole, like straight dickhead. But then once they read the Golden Age arc, they understand now what pain and suffering that he's been through, like the Eclipse. The Eclipse. When I watched the show for the first time, I was bawling my eyes out, and I don't do that often. I'm gonna be genuinely honest. I do not bawl. I don't cry like at TV or anything like that. That's like one of the 3 things on the screen that has made me bawl my eyes out. And then another book from middle school that I read that was sad. I forgot what it was called. I should touch back up on that and make a video on that book, actually. But, honestly, I think that I'm going to have a real experience reading these books. And I actually had a comment on my last video saying that I'm going to rethink my life. I already thought my life watching the series. I can only imagine how I'm going to feel. What's he doing? Oh, he's coming back. I can only imagine how I'm going to feel reading the whole series of books. I do plan on reading all 14 books. I've been seeing videos on the newest one, and I really want to watch them, but I don't want to spoil it for myself because I have no clue what happens there. So I'm super excited to see what happens after the 2017 series, the second season of the 2016 show, because they kind of left it off in a blank. I didn't like the animation of the show, but I didn't had no idea that the manga existed at that time, so I was just super excited to watch it, even though it was animated like shit. But I also would like to talk about my just kind of a small hope that sits in the back of my mind. What's he doing? In the back of my mind that I hope that Netflix picks it up because I know the Kentura Mira. I know he passed away. I read that in the back of the book whenever I finished it for the first time, and it I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea. So rest in peace to him. He made a great series, a great story. But I hope that Netflix has their own anime adaptation because I'm not gonna lie, they've been doing really good with some of the shows they've been making, like the Devil May Cry series. I liked it. I hope they do a second season, and I hope they do a third season of Vinland Saga as well. I should probably pick up that book series. That was a really good show for both seasons. I know a lot of people didn't like the second season of that, but still, it was just a really good series. Not a lot of people cared about the character building or anything like that, but I love to see that in any show. Now, my hopes for Berserk, like I said, I hope Netflix picks up and makes their own adaptation of the Golden Arc series and the rest of the series, really, just to honor what's his name, Kentora Mira. I'm terrible at remembering names. And I hope they do it in like an old, like 1997 anime art style, like they did with the 1997 show, because that would just be amazing. I would love that. I would love to see that. And that's just me personally. That's just me personally. Everyone else has their own different and mixed opinions on it, but that's pretty much all I've got to say for this. Please like, subscribe, comment if you will. I have been appreciating all the support from you guys and the views I've been getting, so I'm going to try and at least upload twice a day. But also, like I said, I've got stuff going on with work for the next 2 days after tomorrow, so I'm probably going to be pretty busy over the weekend. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.